Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little sunflowers. How are you? I hope that you are doing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I really do. As for me, I have been sick. As the old folks say, I was sick as a dog. What was wrong with me? I don't know. I had caught some kind of bug. They don't know. It was dehydrating me and was causing me to pass out. And I just wasn't eating and drinking enough, and it made me ill because I was suffering with dehydration.
Yes.
So after a couple of trips to the hospital and getting dehydrated and finally getting the right thing, I'm starting to feel better. I don't feel 100, but I definitely don't feel as bad as I felt yesterday. And I don't feel as bad as I felt over the weekend. And I certainly don't feel like I felt last Tuesday. Hallelujah. I'm just grateful. Sometimes when you sick, you call on God, the devil, an angel, your dead ancestors, anybody. Come and deliver me from this wicked evil that has seized me. I was feeling so bad that I said, did somebody put a curse on me? And then I said, why would anybody curse you? You've done nothing to anybody. So that was fleeting. But when you start feeling bad, you start hallucinating that because they couldn't find anything. However, that's a good thing for me. To me, when you say you can't find anything, that's hope right there. That means whatever it is shall pass. That's what I believe. So I went through a whole myriad of tests, and I'm fine. I'll have to go and get colonoscopy. That's my monster that I gotta tackle, but I got a month or so to do that. So outside of that, guys, I am feeling so much better. Am I feeling my 100% self? No, but I am feeling 75. And that's a good thing. That's a C. That's a C. So I'm not feeling bad. So until I can sit and eat me a plate of food, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to tell you what I want. Tell them, baby.
Yes.
Tell them what I want.
Oh man, oh man. There is this new KFC Ultimate Barbecue Chicken Sandwich.
Bad for you. Go ahead, baby.
But it was so good. It has cheese on there. It has pickles. It has barbecue sauce. The lady at the front window even offered me to dip some ranch in it. It has some fried onion crisp on top.
Oh, they did it.
Oh my. Oh, how could I forget the best part? Bacon.
Now, for some of you, that may sound horrible, but for me, since I only eat meat and fish, I have a diet of chicken and fish. Maybe once in a blue moon, I eat beef, but I'm really not a beefy person. I'm a poultry person, and am even thinking about not even eating meat because I was a vegan and then I was a vegetarian, but I know veganism is not for me. It just doesn't work. I can't eat the rawness. It just wasn't good for me. But I can do the vegetarian. So that's what I'm thinking to go back to. But I don't want to go back if baby Crone ain't coming. Why? Because she's going to be eating that chicken sandwich, So I was in the hospital and this commercial came on the TV and literally I started hearing my stomach go, rrr. I was like I was hungry. I mean, of course, I know I couldn't eat it. So I started telling baby Crone and baby Crone said, you know what? I'm getting me a chicken sandwich.
Yes.
And she did, and she enjoyed it right in front of my face while I was like this. And she took no mercy, but I'm so glad she enjoyed it. Now, with all of that being said, I just want to run by quickly, let you know what I was going through because you're my friends. And I know that you care about me. And I know that because I didn't have much of viewers, come on, my people, you have to support baby Crone for me. please support baby Crone. She did that last week. She really, really did. I was out there in the heat trying to help her. I was all in the camera, discombobulated. But after that day, I was wiped out for sure. I was doing that, not even feeling good. But it takes a lot for me to get baby Crone to come up. I'd be glad when she but don't tell her I said that. So anyway, with that being said, I definitely want to do a recap today. And I also want to do a reading. So let me get started with some recaps. But the first thing that I want to get started with is I want to talk about this. Sinadad O'Connor passed away
Yes.
at 56 years old. I think she was a Muslim. Anyway, how's that song go, Baby Cone? I want to sing it, but I can't even think of it. If you could just give me a little bit, I would be so grateful. You know, it was one of my favorite
It
songs,
was
as a
my
matter of fact. I
favorite.
think it's the most saddest song in the world. If you're dealing with a heartache, you put that song on, I don't know if you'll recover. However, but it is definitely, I mean, she will be missed. And she was a rebel in her day. She shaved
Is
her
it
head.
Nothing Compares
Nothing.
to
Yeah,
You?
I want to hear a little,
Okay.
baby.
I was making sure it was
Yes,
the right
that's it.
song.
Just a bit.
Okay.
There we go.
Since you've been gone, I can do
Ever
whatever
I want. I haven't heard this song in a long time.
I can see whomever I choose.
I just want to give her a moment.
I can eat my dinner
In a fancy restaurant,
but
nothing,
I said
nothing, take away the blues. I said nothing compares. I'm gonna miss her. Nothing compares to you. I just wanted to give her a little homage. I know I did that awful. I should have practiced, but I just coming off of illness. So, but I just wanted to give her a little. And you know what? No matter how bad that play sound, I'm still going to play it. I don't think I'm going to be sued because I feel as though that was just a memory, and she deserved that. That woman had a hard life. She suffered with mental ailments. Her music was always sad. That wasn't her only song either. I used to like her, but she was she was like a rebel, and she'd been through a lot. She had a bad marriage. She became a Muslim. I mean, this woman has been a lot, and if I'm not mistaken, I think one of her children killed themselves.
Yes.
And I think that after that, I think she just couldn't handle it. And I think that I could cry over that. But, sometimes when you've been sick and you've been going through and you hear this of somebody of your peer and your age group that's sick or been suffering mentally or physically and they die, you just feel saddened. And I am so sad for her family, and all I can do is send prayers up for her remaining children, and I send peace to her family. And on the last one, I just send peace to their family, peace and love, that they will be able to overcome this, because she lost a son or a daughter by suicide.
It was a son.
A son, and I don't think that she was able to get over it. And I know if something happened to baby Crone, I don't know if I could. I don't know if suicide would be my choice, but I think a broken heart. I really do. I remember the lady, I can't remember her name, but her daughter died and she died the next day. That would be me, because the grief of losing my baby would be more than my heart could bear. So with that being said, love the one you with. Love your family. Tell them you love them. I love you, baby Crone.
I love you too, Lady Crone.
Let them know you love them, not just by words, but by deed, because love is an action word. It's a verb. So love on those and let them love back on you. So with that being said, may Sinadad O'Connor, may her soul find the peace that she did not get in this life. Peace to her and her family. So with that
4:44 on
being,
the clock.
huh?
I said 4:44 on the clock.
Is when I ended that?
Yes.
Wow. So that meant she got it. That meant she got it because I really felt that. Now, I want to go on to something else, I want to go and I want to talk. I heard Bethany Frankel, and not just Bethany. Guys, I love me some Bethany. So, Bethany, if you ever hear it, I love you, girl. I love your quirkiness. I love your sporadicness. I love how you come off so, not dizzy. What's a good word? Fickle.
Okay.
And yet, you are so intelligent. And I know I can come off like that. And people sometimes think, "Oh, but she is a force to reckon with, that Bethany Frankel." You could believe that. Skinny girl margaritas. I don't drink, but she got skinny girl everything. And I'm so proud of her. She started with the Housewives of Atlanta. With New York. But the one thing that she has this podcast that she's starting. And she had her soul sister. She doesn't know it's her soul sister. I'm calling it her soul sister, Jill Zarin. And those two together, oh my God, they're like, that's a freaking frack for you. And to just see after 13 years, they are able to sit down and unwind and be kind. They were the best of friends. And when they broke up their friendship for me, and when Jill Zarin left the show, I was done. Because I loved her and I loved them. But sometimes things happen just so they can find their way. And sometimes after 13 years, that's another 4. Okay? So after 13 years, their foundation was broken. However, but since it's on a 4, that lets me know it's been tested. Why? Because I can see that Jill was right there with that eagerness, with that love to say, I'm here, Bethany. I forgive you. I'm over a lot of hurt. And Bethany is like, I'm over it. And to see those two, Lucy and Ethel, to see that energy again, it brought tears to my eyes. Honestly, guys, I'm so happy. Sometimes when people break up, be it male or female, male, doesn't matter. Love is love. And this was, they are soulmated. And I'm glad. And they got a chance to talk about all the things that went wrong. I think it's a series. So I seen the first part. It was riveting. But I love Bethany, and these are my 2 favorite people, and I would love to meet both of them. I love Jill Zarin, and I was so grieved that they removed her off the show. I felt other people could go than her, but nevertheless, she's a sweetheart, and she tell it the way she is. It may be because she's a Sagittarius. What about Bethany? What is she?
Let's see.
But I just so glad to see it. And I love the show. And with all of that being said, I want to go, when baby...
Bethany's a Scorpio.
Oh, no wonder. So with all of that being said, Bethany said something, and she said that she was Team Kim. And the reason why she said she was Team Kim, because in a business deal, everybody made out, from what I understand, if I'm quoting her right, everyone made out fine. So I went back and looked at the video over and over to just make sure I understood. The thing is, what people fail to realize, why the hurt is so deep with Courtney is because, guess what? Courtney paid for her own wedding. See, was it Dulce and Gabbana? What is
Gabbana?
Dulce's name. Dulce was like, they wanted her to do white and lemons, and she didn't want it. And I guess they said, if you're not going to do it our way, then, so she's like, cool. And so I guess her and her husband paid for her wedding. So be clear, they paid for that wedding. Dulce and Gabbana, which I understand. If you're not going to do what we want, then we don't do it. So she paid. And so when she took all that work out, it wasn't a lot for the 90s, but it was enough to do a show. So when she did all that work and what Dulce did behind her back, they did that behind her back because I guess they said they didn't want to work with her because she didn't want to do what they do. However, if you know anything about Courtney going to do it her way. And I guess they felt like she was difficult. People were saying she's the pretty, Kim is the pretty one. Leave me. Miss me, lose me with the pretty one. They both are pretty. And if Kimberly hasn't did what she did to her face, she'll be looking just like Courtney, okay? So miss me, lose me, get lost with me with she's the pretty one. Yes, you'll be pretty too if you sink tens of thousands of dollars in your face, if you're getting your lips pumped, if you're getting fillers, if you're getting all of this, if you got your hairline shaved and got rid of your widow's peak, if you got all of the hair around your head, lasered off. If you did all of that, you too would look like you wasn't. You will look like a whole new person too. So miss me with that. So I feel as though for all of you who don't know, she paid for her wedding, okay? And Kimberly said she copied off of me, but this is the narcissist. The second thing, Kim said she had her wedding in Italy, granted, but they were in two different places. She said she had this great man sing at her wedding, this opera guy, which I love. I can't think of his name. You know his name?
No, I do not.
Baby Con, you're going to have to do it better. Okay. But the name of this person, we're going to get this together one day, guys, because I be telling Baby Con to do this for me, but she forgets. But she took care of me so she can get away with murder for the next 2 weeks, and I'll be quiet. When I'm up and walking, then I'll be like, Baby Crone. But outside of that, I'm so grateful for all the work that she does for me. God knows.
Andrea Bruselli.
The opera singer, you know who he is. He's awesome. However, she didn't have him there. Her mother did that. Her mother said, I have a surprise for you. And her mother did that. And her mother should have done that. Because it was Kim. And Kim, instead of Kim sitting back and listening to your sister and saying, maybe she has a point. She didn't receive what her sister was saying at all. She said she did, but she didn't. But I just want to make it clear is I understand fully why Courtney was angry. You did all that work. 5 years, you pulled it, you did it. And then they, Dolce and Gabbana, whatever their names are, took your work, lied to Kimberly, and said, oh, we want to do a Skims thing, but you didn't. It wasn't that they didn't want to use Courtney. It's just that Courtney didn't want to play by their rules, okay? So, but Kim, who's thirsty for money, and this is what Courtney was saying. She said, well, I didn't know, because Kim and the mother thought that Dolce and Gabbana had paid for it. And it was that, at that talk, that Kim said, I didn't know that. And she was like, of course, how would you know? Yeah, we don't roll like that. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing. This is what I want. This is my money. I mean, this is the first time I'm being married. I'm going to spend. I got the money. I don't need what do they call it? A promo or bono, whatever they call it. I don't need a freebie. And if a freebie means I got to settle and they're going to do what they want, I don't want it. Girl, I got mad respect for you because that's how I would be. Why am I going to cheat myself when I got money to pay for what I want? Right?
Yes.
So I dig that. And you know what? Also, Courtney said that she was just leaving. She's done. So I hope that she walks away and move away, start a life. I know they're going to be having a show. I know the competition is going to be fierce because I don't know how in the world of King Kong that the mother and Chloe can, but Kim and the mother run a show. I don't know. And with the young girls, with the two sisters, they hardly show up. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And I think Courtney's saying, it's my time to get the HE double hockey sticks out of here because this kingdom is coming down. And it's because of Kim and the mother. And I don't know where is Chloe in all of this. However, guys, I think Chloe is my favorite dresser of them all. I really do.
Dress.
She is a dresser. She could dress me anytime. I love her. I love her style. I love Chloe. I really do. And even though a lot of people don't like her, I love me some Chloe because when I see Chloe, I see thick Chloe in a skinny suit. That's what I see. And I see someone that got bitten. Bitten by what? The Kim. What do you mean? The Kim bug. And now she's into this world of fashion. She's high fashion. She's a fashion plate now. So she's in the world. But what is sad that she left her true love behind. And speaking of that, I don't understand why is Kim hanging out with Tristan? What kind of love is that? Yo, hanging out, you done gone to what, Tokyo?
Yes.
What?
It's a rent boyfriend.
What is the dookie is that?
I don't know. Kim must have came up to her and asked her to borrow Tristan.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yes.
Kimmy. Oh, I'm Kim.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hey, you feel like doing me a fave?
Sure. What's up, Kim?
Look, I would like to know, like I really, really appreciate you letting, Tristan and I hang out. I would like to know if he can go to Tokyo with me.
Yeah, sure. You can totally use him. He won't mind.
Oh, thank you so much. What in the bunkers is that? I wouldn't trust Kim with my man. See, this is some Kardashian stuff because it's like the Kylie did it. I'm sorry, Courtney. I love you, Courtney.
Yes.
What is this? I mean, the mother did it. She slept with her best friend. Yes.
You know what? It's just in
what's
their
the
blood.
name? What is the name? The guy that what's the football player? O.J. Simpson. And that was her best girlfriend, right? The one that was, So what is this? What is this? Would you want your significant other hanging around with your most popular, beautiful sister in a plane? No, that's just, come on, guys. Come on, that's asking for something.
Yes, and Lady Crone, I just want to know, how do you feel about Kim in Tokyo in the same country as Kanye and Bianca now?
I'm going to tell you guys, I did not believe it. I don't believe she wants him back. I don't. I wanted to believe it. I am understanding nothing is impossible because personally, I don't think that Bianca, this is my own opinion, I don't think that Bianca and Kanye are legally married. I truly believe that they are married by some ceremony, but I don't believe that their marriage is binding. I don't. Because if they were, she should wear that name, Mrs. West. That's what would give Kim a fever. But you all feel as though that Bianca is pregnant. I don't know where that rumor came from, a psychic, okay? From a card reader. Like you guys know, I love cards and I love readers. But I have yet to hear Kanye confirm or deny. I have yet to hear Bianca confirm or deny. I have yet to hear anybody confirm her pregnancy. So this is a rumor that has been overblown and I refuse to participate in it. And until I can see a bump, this bump that everybody swear they see, I see nothing. I think that sometimes people just want that. I don't think that they should have a baby right now. I think that's the wrongest move in the world. Why? They haven't even been together for a year. And you already pregnant? Be a newlywed. Be in this relationship. And as for Kim, what reason would she have to bring her son Saint to Tokyo to see
Soccer.
player. That's a money move, okay? That's a Kim. Because I know that the media was a storm, and I know it got to Bianca and Ye as soon as she got off the plane. That was there to make a disturbance. That was there to get Kanye's opinion or get him riled up or get him to see her. However, now let's keep it 100. If you want somebody and you want them back, girl, fight for them. I don't know if you can, because I don't think Kanye is legally married. I don't. Because if they were, why is she not calling herself Mrs. West? She seems like, Bianca seems like, I'll go wherever you want. I'll go wherever you want. That's how she seems. Nothing and nothing compared. She will dress the way he wants her to dress. She's like pliable, bendable, flexible. And it's like a muse. She's like his muse, and he could dress her. And yes, what I do like, it's like she doesn't have the Kardashian look, but she can flip into it if he wants to. So that's clever. But outside of that, I don't see, could Kanye be playing devil moves? I don't know. But if Kim is willing to get on that plane and go to Tokyo, girl, you got it. And you know what? If you want him, go after him, because I don't think he's married. However, I don't know if he'll take you back. Girl, you hurt that man publicly. You kissed in front of a man. You had a man lay up. I'm talking about you, Kim. You had that Keith Davidson. I'm sorry. Can I say it?
Yes, you
Pete,
can.
I adore you and I love your movies, but in the retrospect of things, it's like you was at the bottom of the totem pole of white men that she could have picked. No offense to you, baby. I'm just saying, from what I hear, it was like you wasn't the least. I'm not putting you there, but your style, your dress, you're just goofy like, and it's also sweet, and it's like, you wouldn't think that she would go that low, but that just lets you know how low she will go. And now you're trying to rise. Now Kim is trying to rise up and trying to meet those men of her caliber, and they like, Now for me, I'm sorry, hate me, love me, whatever, I wouldn't want to be with a woman with 4 babies. I don't even think your oldest girl is 10. What, your youngest is what, 3 or 4?
4.
That means you just had a baby 4 years ago?
Right before the
Right before,
pandemic.
why? If I got all that money, I want a clean slate. If I got all that money, all your looks, nothing. Nothing. Why would I want to take over another famous man, who's in the news? I don't want to be tangled with that. So for me, Kimberly, you should have thought about it. I think y'all should have separated, and I don't think you should have been so hasty to get a divorce. But that shows me that you're spoiled. And sometimes when we spoiled, the first thing we want to do, I'm getting a divorce. And see, maybe you regret it. You regret it. And because maybe you lost faith in him. Maybe you thought he would be crazy. Maybe you thought he would never recover. Or just maybe you wasn't the right wife for him. You were so into you, Kimberly, and you are a narcissist, and so is Ye. He's a narcissist, okay? However, y'all are a lot alike, and I'm so sorry that you two didn't make it, because you was a beautiful couple. God knows you was beautiful. That with Kimberly, I just haven't been on in a long time, and so there were so many things that I want to talk about. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is Jamie Foxx. He finally made his appearance. People don't believe it's him. People believe he's cloned. Well, I don't believe that. I just believe that he lost a lot of weight. And honestly, after this, I'm going to be honest, he's just not my favorite person. I do not like the way they handled it. I felt I felt like a fool because I was absolutely devastated to hear, because he is one of my favorite actors. Now that this and the way he treated the public, far as I'm concerned, I don't follow that. So I'm glad he's doing better, but I'm just done. So your privacy meant more to you. You said you didn't want your public to see you like that. Clearly, you've been out of chains for a long time. You've been off of plugs and all of that. So why did it take you so long to speak to us? That's not cool, Jamie. But nevertheless, be Hollywood. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done with that. So my next thing that I would like to talk about is, I think I talked about everything. Oh, I talked about everything. I think I did everything, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, well,
Even threw in a bonus.
oh yeah. So there you have it. That was just a recap. If I was a little long-winded, I apologize. I hope you enjoyed my recap, but I'm going to come back and now I'm going to run some cards. So with that, have a marvelous day. Mwah. Love you, my little crones, my little munchkins, my little sunflower seeds. Oh, by the way, did you know that sunflower seeds, I think when they are fully grown, that they have 39 petals, and when they are not, they have 34? Did you know that? So, to my amazement, if you count the 39, I think it was 39, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, anyway, I may have it 38, 39. Whatever it is, it equals out to be a 9. So sunflowers mean new life and new beginnings. So with that, I leave you with that. Sunflowers.